the shield of the Americas?
Yeah, I've seen it. For one of the things I noticed, TT, is that there were no black leaders at that event. But I'm pro-black, so you don't mind me. But you got all the Caribbean countries; they didn't have nothing there. Only the Latinos and that.
So my question is, is that Christy Johnson's job? Because then she become like the shield of America and which I thought was made up until I guess now. So we're interested in her with that job now?
Did you see that Trump said he's not there to learn y'all language? He said, I will not learn Spanish. Did you see that, TT?
No, I didn't. But nothing surprises me.
He said, I ain't here to learn your language.
Yeah. He said, I ain't here to learn your language. That was crazy.
Let me see if I can find it. They're predicting gas prices to hit $4 by the end of the week.
I wonder what the cap is. Like I've seen some people say 150 a barrel. Brent crude. I don't know what that equates to in gas prices. It's probably not good, but I next week is one thing, but if this conflict goes for a month, where will gas prices be?
Yeah, I'm at 350.
All the joyrides in the summertime.
I'm at 350 Brooklyn over in PA. 355.
It's $3.49. Every day go up like 20 cents. Right, staycation.
Oh, shit, I didn't find my ticket to come home yet.
You come home, Clea?
In the summer, I normally come home. But I didn't buy my ticket.
Airplane prices gonna be high as hell. They gonna be.
Yeah, you gotta buy your ticket now. Yeah, that's what I was just thinking when y'all were talking about that. I was just like, oh, I need to get on that. Because I don't think about gas because I ride my bicycle everywhere and walk. Sometimes I'll take the train, but the train is super cheap, and then I'll change that price quickly. So now I'm listening. I'm like, oh, shoot. I got to get home.
Hey, guys, I just heard the job numbers were revised. I put it in the chat. Job growth for 2025 was drastically revised, down by over 1 million. Y'all know that's not even a revision. That's just some badass data that was put out. And so, yeah, the U.S. job growth for 2025 was drastically revised, down by over 1 million, making it the weakest year for hiring since 2020. So that coupled with this crisis that's going on, the markets are going to go ballistic probably on Monday when they open. I don't know when this revision was announced, but it just came across my news feed. That's substantial. That's substantial.
If you think about
1 million.
If you think about it, we're still pretty well over our inflation mark of 2%. the labor market seems like it's weakening, and we've just caused a global economic crisis. So it's just adding multiple things on top of each other.
Absolutely. I'm looking at a chart here, annual job revisions. Like that's a substantial quote. I'm going to just say revision. And, again, we can't rely on the consistency of these indicators like we used to be able to, because all the damn departments and checks and balances have been eliminated. But that is substantial. I think it's been revised down by 900. That is very substantial. That's a significant number. $1 million. We're going to see how the market reacts to this.
What are Trumpers saying about all of this?
Million is crazy. I don't know. I don't think they even processed this yet. They're busy. I saw them getting on Air Force One talking about how they want to annihilate Iran, so on and so forth. There's Hessick, Trump, and I forgot the other little guy. But it's bomb, destroy. We're gonna kill. We're gonna annihilate. Like, I don't know about you guys, right? I mean, war is war, and I know we want to, nations want to take a strong stand. But like the way these guys speak about it is as if they will use this rhetoric until like proliferation, nuclear proliferation, with this macho chest beating and all that shit. So that to me is very dangerous. But so they haven't commented on these numbers that were just reported. They're probably going to come out on Monday with some clever statement to soften the fact that 1 million jobs, that's a lot. 1 million, guys. Not a couple of thousand. It's not 20. That's 1 million. 1 million is extremely substantial.
It'll be all right.
So it'll be all right.
Oh my, I found the clip.
All right.
Oh, okay, you found it? Okay. Horrible stuff scaring me. Horrible.
And what about you? It'll be okay. Everything's okay.
Nothing to see. You want to play the clip? Hold on, you want to play the clip?
Okay, I'm in music mode, so give me 1 second to go back over.
Countries at some point. Marco loves going to your countries. He's always at one of these countries. He likes your countries the best, okay? He's got a language. He's got a language advantage over me. Because I'm not learning a damn language. I don't have time. I was okay with languages, but I'm not going to spend time learning a language that much. I won't do. Just give me a good interpreter. Very important. And I know if somebody's good. I may not speak the language, but I know I had an interpreter recently that wasn't good, talking to a very strong person from a different part of the world. When you go, when I give a long, flowing, beautiful sentence, and in this case it was a woman, and she gave it in about 1/4 the time. I said, well, their language may be efficient, but it's not that efficient. I'd love to get...
Okay, that is the clip.
The ignorance is crazy.
And she was probably trying to clean up what he said. You know what I'm saying?
Right. He probably said something ignorant that doesn't translate well either.
How do I say this so I don't upset the other person I'm speaking with?
And what confused me was when he said, even though he doesn't speak the language, he knows when the interpreter is not good. Like, sir, do you have the Apple AirPods with translation in your ear? Like, how do you know?
He said because she cut off 1/4 of what he said. That's what he said.
I'm with Trump on this one. Translate directly. I hate to make it nice translators. Say what they said.
Yeah, but he still don't know what she did.
Pretty sad.
But I'm not gonna lie. Like, if somebody's, what they say is not matching in any way, shape, or form the length, right? Because I had somebody interpret a parent-teacher conference for me once, and it didn't. Whatever the mom said and what he said in English did not match the length of what the mom said. I said, no, what's what she actually
Please
said?
stop. Please stop. Just let's please stop. Please stop.
Hey, Rambo, you know another language, Rambo?
I know poquito.
Come on, muchacho. Come on, dime, muchacho. Come on, muchacho.
We're at school, Richard. That's house. Was it? No more letters from shooting officers, no more letters from school, no more letters from
Martians are a hot mic.
but we told my mother had to go to the post office and complain.
Read that man.
I gotta go back to school after that. Went to leave and see the flag and sit through the government both.
But yeah, I'm with Trump on this one. Translate directly, don't clean up nothing.
Like TT, why didn't he have like cause I see he had Trinidad there. Why didn't he have like Jamaica there, or even maybe Haiti or Bahamas? Maybe some of the small islands, Antigua. What you think about that alliance he had there, TT?
You know what? I'm not quite sure, but I did see an article that stated he was planning to use military forces to go after the cartels, and he was requiring the people who were joining his alliance of the Americas to provide information related to the cartels. So he has a lot of pans in the fire.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And he actually, so maybe the other places were too small. The only way to defeat these enemies is by unleashing the power of our militaries, Trump said. We have to use our military. You have to use your military, citing the U.S.-led coalition that confronted, okay, let me go down.
You confronted on Mencho.
They had his funeral the other day. Apparently his daughter is also on the most wanted list. And she attended the funeral and nobody apprehended her. That was interesting.
She run the business or is she a sicaria?
I'm not quite sure. I know that her mother actually went to prison for quite some time because she was actually a part of the business. She actually helped El Mencho gain his status through her. And I know they're looking for the son, so it's not surprising that the daughter would be involved if the mom, dad, and brother are all in the organization.
Y'all think they will come back from Iran telling us they fought for our freedom like they did with Iraq? Yeah.
what you just said?
They said, do y'all think they're going to come back from Iran telling us they fought for our freedom like they did with Iraq?
What made you ask that question?
Curiosity.
I mean, I'm not sure. You might need to ask somebody that's in the military. Wait a minute, what?
Extraordinary artifacts we find in Ecuador. Now, beyond Ecuador, if we look at the sites, they tell us that we have a history that we're only beginning to understand. My attention. I may never again have power over another human being. My students too. Chase between a shark and a giant dog, and dinosaur. The shark would always win.
Hello, people.
Hello.
I got like a 30-minute break, Lord.
What was that question he was asking? Where's the content? Motel gone?
No, we're here.
You're the content, Hurricane. You're the content.
Hurricane be killing me.
You're the content, Hurricane. I'm not the content, sorry.
The way he asked it was funny.
Hi, MJ. You decided to leave the miserable millennials or whatever they are to come hang out with us.
Yeah, I'm chilling with Gen X today.
Hey, Rambo. You hear in that room what they said about you, Rambo?
Why you starting shit, Omar? Why you starting shit, Omar?
Hey, Rambo, come off me, Rambo.
Yo, these niggas in high school come up to you with that shit like
I'm good.
What's the fifth period? Yeah, what they said about you in fifth period?
They said about you. Miss Cleo.
What's up?
Why haven't you done a travel room in a while?
Last week I did. The timing is harder. It doesn't work for the people in the U.S. It works for me. So trying to find a time that works for the U.S. and me has been difficult.
Fuck the U.S. people. They're not traveling.
Yeah, but they're the ones who like coming to the room to ask questions.
That's true. Y'all think Trump gonna leave in 2028?
he's a person that's drunk from power, and he's not ready to, he's not ready to give up that high from power. Yeah.
I'm concerned because he's governing like somebody that doesn't need to worry about winning elections, you know? Like, he's like cooking the Republican Party as if he doesn't have to worry about them ever winning again. Man, it's going like the gas prices go up, they go up. Fuck y'all gonna do about it? That's a plan with gas prices with Americans. That's a motherfucker that's not worried about re-electability. So I don't think he planning on losing.
Why is everybody so quiet?
Y'all always do this silent shit. That's supposed to be entertaining me and shit.
Hey, Rambo, come off mute. What's up, Rambo?
Yeah, it's time to ramble, I guess.
It seems like Trump is going to war with everybody. He's talking about using military force on the cartels throughout Latin America. I mean, I don't know if y'all talked about that already.
They just wilding out here. They going around the globe wilding out, man.
Yeah,
They taking the power. This is crazy.
Hey, Rambo, is that true what they said, Rambo?
I'm not entertaining what you talking
Oh, okay,
about.
all right, cool.
Cool. Yeah. Another day we could.
All right, well, you want to go on the other?
I put it in the article. I put the article in the chat.
I don't know. Omar's in them mood out there.
Rambo called me out in the other room. Yeah, called me out in the chat.
What I did, I ain't do nothing to you.
I was in the room. You definitely said that shit, Omar.
I'm fucking with you.
Yeah, he definitely did send you.
I'm fucking with you, Rambo. I'm fucking with you.
I know. I love art, by the way. I love art.
Hey, Rambo, I seen you on that. Listen, you popped up in my algorithm, right?
In this context, since y'all want to talk about that in the fucking room, tell us.
Oh, no. Brooke, I did see Rambo in my algorithm, right? You look, hey, Ram, I ain't gonna hold you, man. You did good in that documentary, man, showing old Brooklyn. That was dope.
Thanks, man.
I said, hold on, I know this guy right here, right? And I heard your voice, and I looked, I said, yo, that's Rambo from Clubhouse.
That's funny, yeah.
I was shocked, man. Yeah, I was like, wow.
We just waited for that book and that documentary and all that to drop. That was the tease. That was the sizzler for what we working on. Been working on that shit for a minute. So.
Yeah, you articulated yourself well, man. You Clubhouse really, I can tell. I was like, yeah, he's using this. I can see where he got that little style from. I like that.
I always been that way. Clubhouse ain't really like Clubhouse for me is different. Like you got, like I said, some dudes are really good at this Clubhouse. That ain't my steez, but come on here and do what I do. This, I stay in my lane on Clubhouse. So this ain't my. I'm more like a Substack guy or in real life guy. But yeah.
What does good on Clubhouse look like? Like, what does that mean?
It means certain personalities really can thrive on Clubhouse. They have a way to, they're animated. They articulate in a way that they can, get traction for what they're saying. That's all.
You're in the top 0.5%. Like,
thank you. Who's that talking? That's Becky.
No, that's Miss Cleo. That's Miss Cleo.
Oh, what up, Miss Cleo? Nah, I mean,
I'm a tether, so.
I just stay in my lane. Believe me, like I think a lot of what I say in my life, it makes sense to people like years later, like after the fact. It's like, oh shit, like that's what happens. Like a lot of things that are said, they may not be understood now, but as things unfold, it's like, oh, now I get it. That's pretty much
so. I guess I get confused because you said on Clubhouse. In Clubhouse, you're in the top 0.5%, and in real life, you said the same thing happened. So I'm a little confused.
Oh, don't be confused. But I just think on Clubhouse is for certain people that have certain personalities. I do think they stand out. Some people are very talented at what they do. They got a nice little lane, and I just enjoy those people. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Some people good at Clubhouse. That's what.
Does Clubhouse translate to real life success ever? Like, has it?
Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah. I've done some business. I've helped some people. I've definitely helped a lot of people. I'll say that. I definitely have had some good impact on people. Like, we take it offline. I help people set up their portfolio, shit like that.
No, I used to do a little business, but I'm saying does like being popular or successful on Clubhouse for the most part translate to somebody doing well off Clubhouse?
Definitely not. Absolutely not. Yeah, absolutely not. I mean, it depends. Did you have success before you came on Clubhouse? I don't know. Maybe we got to come up with a formula.
I make a lot of my life on Clubhouse. So.
The easiest formula I've seen is to kind of look at the digital. Like everybody, this is social media. So if you are in the digital space and in social media or whatever it may be, YouTube, whatever format you use or form you use, like you're going to have some form of a digital footprint outside of Clubhouse that indicates whether you had an impact on.
I agree. I wholeheartedly
being on Clubhouse.
Wholeheartedly agree. Yeah, and some people good on YouTube, some people good on IG, some people on TikTok is annoying.
Some people on TikTok. TikTok is a big one.
People rocking on TikTok. Like for me, I like Substack, IG. Facebook is like for people you grew up with, but I'm not trying to be.
Nah, Facebook is bigger than that. I got a couple groups on
For
Facebook.
some people. I'm about to say it depends on how you utilize it. That's a real good marketplace. There's a lot of people.
Hey, Jim, like, can we agree that Clubhouse is like at the bottom tier?
Oh, it's the bottom tier. Put it like this.
Yeah.
With all my other platforms, I will never admit to any other my platforms that I'm on Clubhouse. I will never cross market.
Right.
Like I will never bring my people from IG or from YouTube or from TikTok over to fucking Clubhouse. Are you fucking kidding me?
No.
If they say I think I heard you on there, I lie to them. Like, nah, that's somebody that sound like me. Like, nah. That's why I literally changed my bio. You said, oh, that shit in my bio. My bio now says shut the fuck up. And that's the finger. Like, I don't want to tell people where the fucking like fuck.
Said, I think the Clubhouse has us addicted though in a certain way.
Yeah, it's extremely addictive.
I think it's addictive.
There's no question about it. Yeah, I'm not pushing back on that.
It's part of our day, I have a pretty productive life, right? But something about Clubhouse, it's like background music. It's always, because you could get on here and just engage with people immediately. Because sometimes when you're focused the way you're focused, it's pretty isolating. Like this is, I'm not lonely, but like when you're working on projects and dealing with shit, it can get pretty lonely because you got to really focus and hone in on what you're doing. So it's a good backdrop, for me at least, for me.
I look at Clubhouse like interactive talk radio. And a lot of people will get mad, like, well, you're on Clubhouse, but you're not taking my calls. So like, for me, like with Clubhouse, I don't have to talk when I don't want to talk. I could just work, and then I can interject whenever I feel like. Whereas if you're on a phone call, y'all sit there for that moment without something that is awkward, right? But on Clubhouse, there's going to be other voices, other thought patterns that are being interjected all the time. So for me, it's interactive talk radio where we semi-host, but a lot of times are the audience, if that makes sense.
And some people I look forward to meeting in real life. Like right now,
who would you want to meet, Rambo? Who would you want to meet?
Who I vibe with? Probably. Let me see. Who I would really fuck with in real life? Quite a few people.
Hey, Rambo, I ain't gonna lie. It's a couple people on Clubhouse. If I had my boxing gloves, we definitely gonna box it out. No, I'll be honest with you, Rambo.
Hey, it's a couple.
I would definitely bring my
boxing gloves. If we met at a random formal event, I'm coming out the suit and whooping your
Jim and I ain't gonna hold you.
I'm a street guy. I don't do that, like that whole.
Nah, you gotta bring the good old Rambo.
Nah, ain't nothing wrong with the boxing, man. Ain't nothing wrong with the boxing, Rambo. I'm boxing Tuesdays and Thursdays regardless, so it might as well be somebody I don't like.
I'm not a tough guy.
No, but Rambo, you gotta bring the gloves out, bro.
I used to do PAL, but what I'm saying is, like, I could swing these paws very well. So that's why, people, they see the nice side of, like, they see a side of me that, it is what it is. But, like, in real life, let me see what I fuck with. I definitely will fuck with my manager. I will fuck with him. Dan, of course. I would love to be at a lecture, some shit with Dan, like in certain circles. Because he, no. Listen, it ain't even personal. It ain't even personal. It's just like certain things. I don't make it personal. Like when I see people have certain talent and gifts, I can respect that shit. Even though we may be annoying and all that, it's no hate. It's annoying, but I respect talent. Trust me, I respect talent. I ain't gonna front that sucker shit. It's I probably fuck with Million. Let me see, Tiana. Tiana's a sweetheart. Yeah.
You don't got no hands. You got no fucking hands.
A couple people I box.
I don't care what
Brooklyn don't got no hands.
I got a car. I got a bottle.
Brooklyn got my respect. That girl called her fat. Brooklyn got my respect.
Let me see if I got hold on, Rambo. Let me see if I got somebody in the goo. Let me see if I got somebody in the goo I box. Let me see. Let me look at the goo. Let's see if I got boxing.
I'm boxing Infinity. I want to knock his ass out. Ain't no lie. Like I want to knock out Man Infinity. Thug Bully. He gonna get his ass beat if we ever cross paths in real life. I'm definitely
10-1 Man Infinity gets knocked out by Gemini. I got odds on that.
Hey yo, low key. You know who I want to box?
Money on that.
You know who I want to box? Low key. I want to box Alonzo, man. Bring somebody playing Alonzo. I want to box him, man.
I want to fight Alonzo.
I'm a straight box Alonzo. Yeah.
But then I also want to fight you too, so there's that.
You know what, Brooklyn? I don't want to fight you, though. That's
I
crazy.
just want to say I support Gemini's moves.
Beat your ass.
So Tati, you're 10 to 1. Gemini's knocking Infinity out. First round, second round, third round.
I'm gonna put my points on Gemini. I don't think a lot.
Third round.
He's not making it to a fucking third round.
I think that's a two-piece.
Hey, Rambo, you know who else outbox Rambo? You know who else outbox? I'm just looked in the glue. That nigga Quinn. I will box him.
Quinn is good, though.
I'm gonna knock Quinn ass out.
I personally like.
I will knock that Jerry Curl wearing motherfucker.
Nah, I put my money on Quinn on that. I'm gonna put my money on.
No, I will knock Quinn out, man. Set it up, Gemini. Set it up. You get a commission fee.
I'm gonna put my money on Quinn. Nothing on Quinn.
Some people never really been in no brawl. Like some people really never ever really been about a thing. Like so. You know, because, and I could tell. That's all I'm going to say.
Hey, Rambo, I'm going to tell you like this, Rambo. So, I grew up as a PK, right? And because of that, I had to fight because I grew up in the hood, bro. And my dad's church, they didn't believe in shorts, jewelry. They didn't believe in, like, even tank tops. So, I was that oddball kid that had on pants in the summertime so people would talk shit. And because they would talk shit, I would whoop their ass. And I would get in trouble for whooping their ass, right? So I got very used to fighting. And then my dad had the brilliant idea because I was awkward in my own body. I was like clumsy. So he decided to put me into judo. But the only place to take judo was at the JDC, at the Juvenile Detention Center. So I'm literally fighting inmates. I'm learning, I don't know where the fuck he got this bright idea. I was learning fighting inmates. Like I would go there just to work out and then leave. Like I wasn't in trouble. I was just going there for judo classes. So I studied, so by the time I got to, real quick, so by the time I got to my 19th, man, I was whooping motherfucking ass. My dad had me leave work more than a couple times for me beating people's ass because they would pick on me, then I would whoop their ass. Then I get in trouble.
You sound really angry. You work out those anger issues.
You be giving us information about yourself that we didn't ask for. And then you be talking about, because I'm like this. You be giving us information we didn't ask for in the first place. And then you be being violent when you talk to us. So I think I will fight you too, even though I think it's cool.
I'm not going to fight a woman, so you got it. I'm fighting a woman. I'm fighting a woman. That's a lose-lose, even if you win.
Some of these dudes will fight women.
I'm out. I'm not doing it.
I'm getting my stuff. I don't even argue.
You gonna have to mop me up to wrap you up so you can't swing. I'm not fighting a woman.
I'll like snatch you up and hold you and all that, but I don't even argue with women, man. Like, if you're not my woman and I don't know you, I'm not arguing with you.
Brooklyn, please send me a ping.
I'm trying to see who else in the goo out box. I'm trying to see.
You're not cutting people up because you ain't boxing nobody.
Somebody say
Matt. You're not boxing nobody. It's the one who's always talking about what they're going to do, ain't doing shit.
Hey, Lisa's not talking to you. Man, I don't fight.
I have to see that. I grew up with brothers, and y'all be talking more shit. So the ones who talk the loudest and the most not doing shit. It's the quiet ones that I watch out for.
Yeah, that was back in the day, though. That was back in the day, Lisa.
That's generally true.
One day. It's the same.
Oh, it ain't the same no more.
And like you niggas changed. What's changed? You evolved. Yeah, right. That's what I'm talking about.
What's changed?
Yeah, when you raised by OGs, when you're a shorty, you always, stay ready so you don't have to get ready. So you work, practicing your hand skills, and that's it. But you don't want to go around fighting. I don't want to fight nobody, man. I broke my knuckle twice fighting. I don't want no injuries and all that shit.
I'm just saying, Rambo. If it was somebody on these apps, if we had a meetup or something, we definitely boxing. That's all I'm saying.
Some people I would knock the fuck out. Like, be clear. Some people, I would just literally, I would violate them. I promise you. I would literally take their fucking heart and rip it out. I really would.
What is that?
You always have
ripping out their heart. What's going on?
You always for real. But you know we're on the app.
Rambo, name names.
You rip their heart.
I don't know who's gonna bring that kind of violence out of you. Did you see it so docile?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Hey, if I see Lonzo, we box at least. I'm telling you. If I see Lonzo, we gonna box. Yeah.
That's why I'm so docile.
You know what? I think that's what we're missing today, though. A good, clean fisticuffs. There's nothing wrong with a good, clean fisticuffs.
Because people in real life, I promise you that.
Now that, y'all, if anybody tonight, like, one thing I know everybody on this app knows, they're not going to say half the shit they see on this app to nobody.
They're not going to.
I've seen people.
That's not going to happen.
I've seen people in real life, right? I see people in real life. That's all I can say. And they've been around me, and we good after that. So that's all I can think. So, shout out to the kings out there. Because real dudes, like we never beef. Like certain kings never beef because chances are, for me, if I got a conflict with a dude, like you know what? Chances are we people like we it's like we family, and you know what I'm saying? It's only dudes that just suckers and poop pots. Them the dudes that get the physical, them dudes. But like real dudes, yeah, man, you can look at each other and know what it is.
Hey, Rambo, who would you want to have a nice little cold beer with, Rambo, on the app?
I just said, well, I don't drink beer, just Guinness. Let me see. I don't know, a couple of dudes. I mean, I got y'all, my guys, they know who they are. Like, you know what I'm saying? A couple of dudes I rock. Algebra. That dude, that's a smart cat, man. Like,
I think Van would be a nice vibe with a nice cold beer.
I'll fuck with Van.
Van got his ass out of here. Van's getting it again on y'all. Van keeps stating every time somebody says that.
I ain't fucking with you, Negroes. But it's just, it would be interesting. But I'm cool with some cats, y'all. Got a lot of my bros on here I fuck with, to be honest with you.
I'll ride in your Uber. I'll let you get me a ride.
Me and Mimi would be a little mess. It would just be a mess. A fun mess, though. Trust me. Yeah, we'd probably be trolling all night and all of that. So, yeah.
Honestly, I would never meet nobody out here.
Chances are I'll probably run into people on this app somewhere.
There's some good people off the app, though. Yeah, some good people.
I'll have a drink with Mimi. I don't care what she just said. I'll have a drink with Mimi.
I ain't paying her no mind. I'm paying her no mind. Yeah. One thing you gotta do is don't ask her about no hair advice, unless you're a paying client. You don't want to hear that shit. That's like, yo. Man, some cool cats on you.
All right, no topic, niggas. What else?
Hey, we had to give some content.
Brooklyn earned my respect when that girl called her fat, and Brooklyn owned the shit out of shit. Like, yo, she flipped the whole shit on her. After that, I was like, I had to respect that.
Rambo, is it true that you're like 60 years old?
No, I'm actually 75. Don't tell nobody. I'm actually 75.
Rambo's smooth though, man. Rambo's smooth.
Do y'all realize motherfuckers will talk shit about your age, yo, bro, man? I promise you this.
I'm not talking shit. I just want to make sure.
Not you.
Rambo from all Brooklyn.
When I heard that you was older than all them old ass dudes in that room, I was like, dang, you older than them? I didn't know you was on sexual.
I've always been a mature person since I was a kid, but I don't know, people get caught up in age for some reason, but like, yo, we could go on that back. We could do some things. We could go play, we could go get active and let's see what's up. So,
and then on this app is I didn't know that men like to say their age. Only on this app, people don't like to say their age.
Because people put you in booth and shit like that. That's why.
Yeah, they definitely put you in a box.
Yeah. Now, and every older dude ain't no OG. Like, be clear. Like every, you know what I'm saying? Like, every OG, that's a whole nother category. But
do you guys think this war gonna affect the Olympics?
question. Damn, you just got me ready to start thinking seriously.
No.
I ain't in the mood to think about this.
It's over there. We're over here.
Something happened though. Somebody said that they weren't coming. I saw that like last week.
She's talking about Olympics in LA. That's coming to LA.
Some people may protest America's aggression.
But you know that FIFA
Some nations may protest.
Right, but somebody said
FIFA gonna be this year. I don't know how that's gonna work.
But that's one of the teams I'm talking about. One of the soccer teams. I have to go back and figure out who it was.
The World Cup's gonna be here. Whatever the fuck that shit is, people.
In Cali though.
It's gonna be all over the United States.
I thought it was only centralized in Cali.
That's all over. It's in multiple cities and in Mexico.
Actually, don't worry.
I'm going to Mexico.
And that's this year. When that shit start?
Mother, are you good?
Look it up.
Yeah, I was tripping off about like what's. Gemini, what are you gonna do with all them people?
That shit's on
For the Olympics for Cali.
It's gonna be lit. Party. We gonna party.
No, I'm sure they're gonna do it all them people on Skid Row because that's just right across the street.
I don't know what I'm out.
Have y'all been there? I mean, y'all ain't seen no shit till you go see Skid Row. I was like, what the fuck? I have seen homeless encampments. I thought the worst of the worst. But
California?
Damn. Well, Skid Row, I mean, go into the what do you call that district where you go and you're buying clothes and stuff, whatever? I don't know. Garment district, yeah. Fashion district. No, in California, it looks like a fucking war zone. It doesn't even look like you're in the United States of the Americas. I was like, what the fuck? They got the lean. It's like every other person is doing the lean, that drug lean, and it just piles and mountains of garbage and clothes and I was like, fuck, how is this going on here? How are they letting this shit happen? So, and then where they're gonna play is literally walking distance from that shit. So none of you clears, don't go down there and get lost. Because just 2 blocks over, you're gonna be in fucking hell. Just stay on the path, follow the fucking yellow brick road back to your hotel.
You know what they're gonna do? They're gonna turn that shit into like a. You know what they're gonna do? They're gonna turn that shit into like an art installation.
No, they're not.
They're gonna do that
because they did that to Atlanta. Yeah, I was about to say they gonna clean it up. They just started an initiative to clean up the homeless encampments here in Atlanta. And they started by Grady Hospital. It's like this real big one. The Grady Hospital. And they got till today to clear it out. They started clearing their ass out, cleaning up everything. They're gonna get rid of them people.
They gonna need bulldozers. Y'all go on YouTube.
They gonna use the bulldozer. They gonna clean it up. They gonna get the people out of there first.
Cali ain't Atlanta.
No, but the whole point, the concept gonna be the same though. Trust and believe.
I think they're gonna turn that shit into an art installation. I would turn that shit into an art installation.
With all that, no, but that's dangerous.
The people in there, yeah, I'll get creative because they ain't gonna be able to move all the people at once.
You're gonna make them like a part of an art scene, the homeless.
Yeah, shit. Shit, you just heard the way Lisa broke that shit down.
Over here.
Yeah, they could make some money from being interviewed and all that.
Darkness. God, that is crazy. A man in feces, a man in pain. And some people gonna be taking that territory too. With their camera phones and shit.
This is so fucked up. I swear, that's so fucked up.
Hey, Lisa, I can tell you my good news I had yesterday.
No, okay. Yeah, what happened?
My son got accepted to Drexel University. My high school
Wait,
senior.
the business school?
School of Engineering. Yeah, Drexel.
Philadelphia,
yeah.
Look at you.
Congratulations.
I'm excited. Yeah, I'm feeling good. Feeling good.
Proud
Dad.
Yeah.
Okay.
It takes a village. It takes a village.
So wait a minute. We're almost ready to go down to the school, though. School starts in. Okay, so he's graduating this May, right? Or no?
Yeah, he graduated this May. It's June. Yeah, June actually. Yeah.
Okay, so y'all gonna be on campus, the tour, and the tour. Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah, I'm excited. Hey, listen, it felt like a weight was off my shoulder. I'm like, did he fill the application out right? You know, because he did the application. He did the application without me, right? Because I want to be involved in everything. Right? He's like, Mom, I got it, Dad. I got it.
Now, start letting go.
So I was kind of proud of him. Yeah,
letting go.
Yeah, I was proud of him.
I did the same thing, filling out the applications and stuff, all involved and having them write and all that kind of shit like that, what was being presented, whatever. And as soon as school started and I went to call up there and discuss some shit, they're like, we can't talk to you. I said, what do you mean?
Yeah, they can't talk to us, Lisa. Yeah.
No, you started letting go now because I lost my shit. I said, what are you talking about? You know, you paying all this money, you're being that parent, you're being supportive, but you lose them. Once they go into college, you can't call up there about shit. You got to get permission from the person that you raised, that you're paying the tuition for, that you wiping your tears. And I was like, what the fuck is going on here? So get ready, start letting go. Pull back. Exactly.
Pull back. Yo, it's interesting hearing Omar in parent mode. This is very interesting.
Yeah, man, but I'm pretty private on that. Like, I don't really talk about a lot, but yeah. But yeah, I see what you're
so good. So good.
Oh my God, please. Okay. Just please.
Okay, what you got going on?
He talking about he don't really be private on the app. But he done said his son graduated and gone to Drexel about 20 times.
No, I'm happy about that. I'm happy about that.
Yeah, he's on YouTube, but they ended with a lie. It's ridiculous.
No, but I think I am pretty private on that.
You are far from the furthest from private on.
I don't share Brooklyn. If you think about it, I really don't share. No, I do talk Brooklyn, but I don't share.
A lot of your own business. That's
no, but Brooklyn. Brooklyn. I don't share a lot of my personal life. I think I keep that pretty private.
A lot of your business, you are not private. I think it's don't know what private.
Brooklyn's something else.
If you were private, then I don't know. I'm the fucking CIA out this bitch. That's what the fuck I am. Cause y'all niggas talk a lot. So all y'all damn busy.
That's crazy.
But wait, what are you talking about, Roger? Omar never dated Monica.
He ain't saying anything. He said anything.
They do. The chat is going chatting. Oh my God, it's too funny.
But yeah, I was second because he did the essay by himself. I was second guessing. I don't think this is, you should do this. He's like, nah, Dad, I'm cool. I got this.
He only applied in one.
Nah, he applied for Penn State, Temple.
Okay, all right.
We just,
was that his first choice?
Drexel was his first one or two. Yeah, one of his top choices.
Congratulations for getting your top choice off. Congratulations.
And guess what made his decision, Lisa? These kids are something else, right? So I said, well, why do you want to go to Drexel, over maybe, let's say Temple or something like that, right? He said, well, I like Chick-fil-A, so Drexel got a Chick-fil-A. These kids something else.
Stop. These campuses, they're not like the old times. They have Chick-fil-A's. They have one of those ones that make the burritos.
They got Canes. They got
everything. Keep them damn kids on the campus instead of wandering the streets at night. So the first job that my boys ever had, they tried to work at Amazon before they went to college. That didn't work out too well because if they thought that was hard, I said, you guys got a rude awakening coming. So when they went to there's this cookie thing called God, I was about to say nocturial cookies. What are those cookies?
Insomnia.
Insomnia. I said nocturial.
Yeah, once you give me a word reference, I can get you there. You can't, I'll get you there.
Some fucking cookie place called Insomnia Cookies, and they're open, I think, till 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, and it'd be fucking busy. I was like, so, you know, they gonna be on campus, they're gonna get exposed to so much shit and so many people and so many things. Just tell them to just embrace it, go in and enjoy it, because it goes by fast, and embrace it, you know? Just embrace it. So, yeah, I'm very happy to hear that. Because, you know, I'm definitely the one who's always pushing education for our kids and stuff like that. So I'm over here with a big grin. I'm happy for you, Omar.
Yeah. I just want them to graduate and finish, you know. Yep, for sure.
That's your oldest?
Yeah, that's my oldest, my firstborn, man.
Oh, that's cool.
Yep.
So let me tell you, man, when you look at your kid, when your kid get a little older, you look at them, and you realize they're a whole adult person. Oh, wait till that shit hit you, bro. It's like, wait till that hit you. Wait till you go through that right there. It hit home, boy. It hit home.
Yeah, my daughter's a little 7th grader. Yeah.
Oh, that's dope. That's a dope age, right? The 7th grader age. Man, it's a dope age. So you probably got, when she gets 17, no, when she get a little older, yeah, she gonna be, you're gonna lose a little bit, but she gonna come back around, you know. She's gonna come back around and take it personal. Don't take it personal. She'll be back.
Yeah, them girls, man. Them girls, something else. She loves her daddy, though. Yeah, them girls, something. She loves volleyball.
I remember I used to take my daughter to dance, right? She was so freaking skinny, man. Like she was like, yo, man. Like I used to get the little leotards. There was this spot here in Manhattan, if y'all know, on 59th Street near Bloomingdale's. I forgot the name of it, but like when she was a little girl, that's where you go get all your professional gear at, the dance school and whatnot. And it was like, damn, like none of them shits fit her. She was so skinny and petite and just, she was mad. She was really, really, I really enjoyed my daughter, man. She's so sweet. You know, you never know how your kid is gonna come out, but yeah, Abby was really, really sweet, and she was a daddy's girl. So yeah.
You sound so sweet talking about your daughter.
I miss her. I only had to bark on her dad. I only had to bark up when she was around 11, 12, and she was getting a little sassy. That's the only time I had to shake her up a little bit. Then after that, we was good. They start feeling themselves and whatnot. So I'm like, oh, slow down, Kimosabi. So, but you got a daughter. You got a daughter instead of a little freaking. I mean, like I said, we don't know how our kids is going to turn out. So I'm going to be full disclosure. So if you got a sweet kid, yeah, you all right. I don't know. I think I was just lucky. That's it.
Yeah, they smart, man. They more like gamers, though. Both of them, I will say. Like, they're more gamer types. Like, my daughter loves the Switch. Like, you know what I mean? All the games on there, Roblox and all that type. So, that keeps them occupied a little bit, you know?
So, Omar, with this and this, can I just ask, are your kids, your children, are they the type, I'm trying to figure out how to phrase this, because I had a knockout, drag-out fight with Haitian about the kids that are now, our kids in this country, our kids in our community, but basically the country. I told them they're not war kids. I can't even see my kids, in being drafted. And he was saying, you know, he didn't call him a coward or whatever, but I said I would airdrop my kids in British Columbia so fast it would make your head swim if they had a draft. What would you do? Would you promote, encourage, or for your kid to be a part of this war if a draft came about?
To be honest with you, my personal kid, no, I wouldn't.
Oh, child, I'm glad I wasn't crazy.
I wouldn't. Yeah, I wouldn't.
Yeah.
Because I know my kid, and I was like, nah, that war wouldn't be for him. Nah, for sure.
Yeah, and same with me.
Especially the front lines. Oh, hell.
You said the front line.
That's where the black poor people end up. Front lines.
Yeah, they be good in the video games. They be there talking shit and blah, blah, blah. And I said, well, man, I know them well enough to know they would not. First of all, they wouldn't want to go, even though they have a family history of military service in our family, but they would never. So, yeah, I get all my money together. I'll hire me a pilot, get some parachutes, and let them just fly and jump into the what is that called? The Everglades? I don't know what. Go off the grid and live until this shit is over.
Especially like I will say this. I think because my daughter's like, you know, she's about to turn 13, right? I think that generation will be more equipped because my son is more like a Gen Zer, and to me, it seems like Gen Zers, of them, their awareness isn't there like previous generations. You know, like their willingness to like. Maybe get new information and stuff like that. It's just different. And I don't know. I don't see like Gen Zers war type people. Like, you know, that's just my opinion though. But the generation after them may be a little bit more equipped though, Lisa.
I just don't want to rock with, I just don't want to rock with no unjust wars. Like that's what pissed me off. Like now we gotta go for our country and it's whatever. But like for this dumb shit, fuck no. No.
Oh yeah, I mean I agree with that. Nobody wants war.
Yeah, I like for our country, if somebody came to our borders, yeah, I'm gonna be out there.
Yeah, right. If
they're some dumb shit.
If they're just protecting the community or whatever, I could see that. I could see them, you know, wanting to get involved or whatever. But you're right, for unjust wars, I really know them well enough because if you listen to them talking now, they don't want nothing to do with it. They don't want nothing to do with, you know, the philosophies that are going around, you know, the separation. Their friends are you know, from Latin America, Jewish, just Asian. It's just the rainbow, and it's so natural for them that they move through that, you know, move through the cultures, and same for their friends. You know, the third generation Asians that they know, I can't tell who's who. Not on the phone, not nowhere. To, you know, even in person, it's just really weird to see how they just all mesh together with the same ideas, the same vernacular. It's just really, just to me, I think it's a beautiful thing, though. But these older ones, like the ones who were in here earlier, fuck them niggas. I cannot deal with that shit, all that talking, all that shit about, you know, the separation and war and all this other. Pretty soon that stuff is going to be a really bad thought on this planet, that we were that dysfunctional and unevolved that we still are doing barbaric shit like we're doing right now, bombing each other, killing each other. You know what I'm saying? It's to me, I'm surprised we're not there in 2025. I'm just really surprised. And maybe I'm naive or maybe I'm not, but just the constant talk of war and hate that's still prevalent in this world, it's a sad thing.
I will say this though, Lisa, to Gen Z's credits, particularly like the younger ones, let's say like 24 and under, right? They don't fear a lot. Like far as like the big lights, I don't think they're like afraid of death either. Because they may have seen, maybe classmates pass away or something like that. So I give them that kind of credit. Like their fear factor is pretty, they don't fear like previous generations. I can imagine losing someone I knew close to me in high school or something like that, That's what I get out of Gen Z. So if they were to go to war, I think they would be good on that level. I don't think they scared anything,
I think they're kind of numb to it,
Yeah, they numb. They are numb. Yeah, they are numb. Yeah.
They're kind of numb to it, death and things like that, because they see, especially in their own age group, I didn't have any friends who were murdered in my age group, and then you got the school shootings, young people that go missing, who are violated, trafficked. They're savvy, first of all, but then you're right, they're not afraid of death or anything like that, but they're not into the bullshit, I don't even know how to explain it, because hanging around with them, it's just, I don't know, it takes me to a different place and makes me think that there's some hope. They care about the environment. They don't want to work their whole lives until they drop dead. I don't know. They're not as materialistic. At least mine are not, as far as wanting to have bling shit all over. They've never been those kids. Never. They've always just more been, pretty laid back, easygoing, more interested in socializing. So I don't know. Maybe it's just where we come from, or I don't know.
I'm telling you, that generation Alpha, they gonna be the ones, Lisa. They gonna be the ones that 13 unders. They soaking up all the games from Gen Z, all the mistakes millennials did, Gen X. They gonna be the ones, I'm telling you.
I don't know if we have any left, because these kids, I know they're not talking about stuff like marriage, having kids, none of that. They're looking at me sideways like, what? Are you trying to do all that? Where's everybody? This room is awful quiet.
No, I agree with you, Lisa. There's a level of detachment with them for sure, to the point where you wonder if they're living in the same reality that we're living in.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know. I wish I could get there though. You know what I'm saying? I'm kind of jealous of that at some level.
Yeah, me too. I was just talking to my mom, and I was talking about the fact that, and she agreed with me. I said, yeah, in many ways, I feel like working a 9 to 5, I'm still enslaved. Yeah, I don't necessarily have. She said, "Oh, you don't have shackles, but you're still enslaved." I say, "You go, mom," because like our generations are significantly different. But she understood what I was saying without finishing my full thought. And I think sometimes with the generations that are coming, we're speaking the same language, but we don't necessarily communicate it the same way. Because it's like they when I have conversations with them, they understand what I'm saying, but it's just not applied in the same way. And so when they speak it, I'm like, I don't necessarily understand it. But then once I have an opportunity to really process it, digest it, I realize that there's a common thread that we all share. And one of the things I found out quickly with my mom was that she was not one in favor of having to dedicate her entire life to a career. She felt it was a form of enslavement. And I feel the same. So guess what? We were able to bond over that. So, in some ways it's about, just finding the common thread.
Yeah, when they're coming out of college and whatever. I mean, their goals are definitely much different. You know, they just want to, I don't know, it's like, I'm not going to work 12 hours. I hear it all the time. It's like, I don't know why you work so much. It's like, why you work at 12 hours? It's like, that's crazy. So I'm like, is it really crazy? Because I think I'm an achiever, maybe an overachiever, and I'm proud of the fact that I have that type of work ethic. They look at it as like, that's crazy. You need to be spending more time, doing things that make you happy. And I was like, well, huh.
But it's because those 12 hours, the net benefit is not benefiting the labor class anymore. Because we're in this late stage of capitalism where the wealth is so concentrated that it's not benefiting the average person anymore to work 12 hours a day. It's just not.
Lisa, is the reason you work 12 hours because there's less chance for the patient's condition to be lost?
Is it less chance for the patient's condition to be lost?
Yeah, like when you basically, because you're working longer hours with patients, that you'll have fewer gaps in information handing out.
If anything, I think it's a little bit more dangerous.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's a little bit more dangerous. You have to be, after the 8th hour, I really have to focus. I know that I'm reaching a level to where my body and my mind is not as fresh and sharp as it was when I got there at 6 or 7 o'clock in the morning. So, but I was speaking in the terms, is that a left of saying that you want to show your kids a level of work ethic, a level of stick to it to them, of success, and they don't look at it like that. I'm just like, what? You know what I'm saying? But in patient care, though, yeah, the 12-hour, they did for patient safety. They did that because there was a shortage. And if you have less nurses, you work more. So that's how that came about. But I think that's going to change as time goes on, because the new healthcare professionals are not interested in long ass hours and then being on call and not getting any sleep or having any quality of life or family time. They're not interested in that.
I see. Yeah, what I think I would have passed on to my kids, but it's hard to do that because they don't listen to me. But the difference between capital wealth and labor wealth, because I always, no matter even the contract I had, or like I had ownership and stuff, I would just like put so many hours into it, and I would also get contracts to earn more money, which is now reduced, right? Now it's like you want to lock in, the shares, so you can really get money, So.
Yeah, because not spending that amount of time with your family.
Right. So you definitely balance work, life, leisure, whatever it is that makes you.
But that's what I was talking about. In that, what are you sacrificing for? Like, we've been programmed to believe that all of our waking hours, our most productive time, is to be dedicated to someone else building wealth. Like, if you're working a 9 to 5, the majority of what you produce is going to a hierarchical system to become wealthy. It's not necessarily for you to become wealthy. Very few people who work a 9 to 5 become rich. It's not. Now, I can't say in other countries, but in America, it's not the way it's designed. It's just not. All you have to do is you can see the evidence of it.
What's the topic? You guys talking about a slight reset? I wasn't here.
No, I was talking to Lisa Van.
We were flowing because everybody got tired of talking about. I forgot what we were talking about before the law. Yeah.
The Grammys. We were talking about the Grammys. Yeah.
We were?
Yeah, that's what we were talking about, the Grammys.
Okay.
Yeah, I was talking to you, Lisa, because your point was very well taken. I mean, we have to figure out a way to resonate with the youth in a different perspective, because they're evolving. They're seeing that working 12 hours is not necessarily going to generate for them what it maybe have generated for their ancestors. What are we going to do?
Yeah, that's true. So we shall see. So I see it already in people who are already past that, past the age of, my kids. I've already seen what they're doing, and they come in and they're just not interested in doing that grind the way we started out. It's like, you know what I mean? They're just not interested in it whatsoever. They're the first ones out the door. It's like, maybe we should hang around and do this. Well, y'all have fun, and they gone. And they call us the old heads. The old heads are still there. And I was like, one day I said, I'm up out of here too, because this don't make no damn sense,
Dictate. Yeah, so I work with Japanese people, and it's crazy, right? One guy, he didn't see his wife. He only saw his wife once a year.
Yeah.
People slept underneath their desk. I couldn't do it. I wasn't gonna do it. I wasn't gonna commit like that. But still, you have to really be there pretty much all the time.
Yeah, and she's right, making other people rich. That's true. If it was my own business, I'd be sleeping under the damn desk too.
Right. But you know that. You just live with it, right? So you can hardly tell the difference whether you're working or you're sleeping.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
At least if you're working and it's yours, you're building generational wealth.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was listening to that guy that came in earlier. I don't know if he was trolling or whatever, talking about the buying gold and
So I was trying to listen to him. I was trying to listen to him and the digital currency that's coming, because I do believe in that. And I was like, trying to hear what he was talking about, because that's the future. And that's where I think we're going. So I do want to be involved in that. I just don't know enough about it. And I don't really have the time to invest the actual time, because I need to be doing something right now instead of being on Clubhouse. Because I can't multitask with, on Clubhouse like most people can, because I'm doing a science stuff that I have to need to log off to be able to concentrate. But that was really interesting. I heard you. Was that you in the left who spoke up and said something when he was talking?
No, but I do have something for you in that department.
Yeah, and I'm very interested in that, because there was she doesn't come on the app anymore. Remember C and
yeah, that's you didn't see her. Yeah.
C, but it was C and, believe it or not, Sweet. Do you remember that conversation they were having?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I haven't forgotten that conversation. Believe it or not, and Sweet was up on the information. I was just like stunned. I have not forgot that conversation, and I've been thinking about how to get involved in that ever since. So we can connect.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was just gonna tell you, we can connect in the back channel and offline to talk about it, because I don't want to bore people with it. And
no, it's not going to be boring. I just want to tell people about this before I leave, right? So you can flush your toilets for crypto.
What?
You can flush your toilets for crypto. They have a system called BV systems, and they got some other ones. And Bill Gates got one too in Africa, right? South Africa, where the toilet flushing creates a form of biogas, right? From methane that's used for heating and cooking and stuff like that. So and basically, I'm even going to make fertilizer, converted and rewarding the users from cryptocurrency, the G Cool. Oh.
For what company?
So for different companies, one is called BV, or BV. It's BEV. Yeah, BV. Yeah, that one's in South Korea, but Bill Gates got one in South Africa. And then there's some other ones, home biogas. Hey, you know what? Probably this is a system that you could white label. You can make your own business on top of it, on the structure, and sell these things. Flush in your toilet for crypto.
Wait.
We need to talk offline.
Yeah, because I'm like, can you explain how that operates?
Yeah, I would say probably the best thing would be just to type in BEEVI, type that in, and you might want to say toilet crypto, and you'll find out all about it.
Yeah, I'm familiar with the science behind it. Anaerobic digestion produces natural gas. That natural gas is stripped and used to produce energy through a turbine or a generator. So I understand the science behind it. But what I'm trying to understand is how the financial gain is created out of every time I flush my toilet.
So you're rewarded with crypto, right? So that's basically your value conversion.
Subject, but did you guys see that they diverted a plane from Fort Lauderdale to Atlanta that was traveling to Nashville because they thought there was a bomb on board, only to find out that the person was just speaking their native language?
What?
Yeah.
So native language equals bomb on board? That's wild. Maybe they said something that sounded like it? I don't know.
Yeah, like literally they have pictures of the passengers on the plane. They were instructed to keep their head down and hands up. So like you did see rows and rows of people. Like I thought it was fake because I seen it on Reddit and I'm like, but I should have knew better. And then I Googled it and I'm like, oh wait, this is real.
Well, what could have happened is different languages, have words that sound like something but doesn't. Do you get what I mean? the meaning's totally different. I don't know if that could be. Even then, that's a stretch. That is a stretch.
Oh, so they did remove a person from the plane. TMZ is also reporting it. I'm gonna put the link in the chat. So apparently, the cops rushed onto the plane with their guns drawn. So let me see if I can play this video if there's sound to it. It doesn't appear that there's any sound to the video, but if you go on the link that I just posted in the chat, you can see it in real time with everybody with their heads down and hands up.
So do you know why they arrested that person? Or
so let me try to read. Let me just try to read a little bit more into the article. But I've been seeing this and I'm like, what?
So I do have the information. It says the sources claim Albanese, he's the man who's 76-year-old. His name is Robert Albanese. He made the threat after becoming frustrated with not being able to find space in the overhead bins for his carry-on luggage. Details of the threat he made have not, however.
Wait, so what? So it wasn't him to let. I'm sorry, this was really.
Oh, we both said the same thing.
Wow.
And why would the plane take off if he was worried about the overhead luggage and not finding space? But then, and the attendants, the flight attendants, are well aware because they close the bins and secure them, that if there was an issue with carry-on luggage and somebody being upset and not being able to find it in a bin, then they ask you to check it to check.
First of all, let me explain this to you, okay?
Okay.
The toilet was not involved. The toilet was not involved.
This time
I just don't understand why they took off if it was a problem.
Did they say it was a threat he made because of that? The overhead issue? That's what I heard. Did he make some sort of threat?
But I'm just saying, if there's an irate passenger, we fly enough to know.
Yeah, especially if it's a threat.
Right, and you, especially if it's about not finding a spot for your carry-on luggage, that's when the flight attendants get involved. Because they tell me all the time, take your puffer jacket out of the overhead so we can put more bags up there. And I'm like, okay, they go and they check them and they close them. They make the last close. So if you got somebody who's upset at that point before you take off, irate about not having any place to put his luggage, was he mad because they had to check it and put it under the plane? But they still took off with an irate passenger.
I don't see that in the article that I'm looking at from Yahoo News, but they said that passengers, some were crying on the plane. They were yelling on the overhead to, of course, put their hair down, hands up. But it remains unclear exactly what the passenger in question did or said to trigger the security response. Officials have not confirmed if any dangerous items were actually found on the aircraft. And additionally, the current status of the detained passenger and whether they face charges has not been released by the Atlanta Police Department. But
all this happened mid-air?
So it to me, it would make more sense that it happened mid-air.
Yeah, if they diverted the plane, that would only make sense.
That would, yeah.
So it looked like the plane was on the ground, maybe, because they're saying if the aircraft door was closed, the plane would be considered in flight, right? But if, however, the cabin door was still open, he would more likely be charged with 18 U.S.C. 35 bomb. So it's false threats aboard aircraft if the aircraft door is closed, and if the cabin door is still open, it's the bomb hoax charge.
Well, the plane was supposed to be going from Fort Lauderdale to Nashville. They diverted to Atlanta. So they had to be in the air when this happened.
Why would they be futzing with freaking carry-ons in midair, though?
That's what I just said. That's a situation that's solved before you even taxi, before you even push back.
So I'm reading.
Piece is missing here.
I'm reading that.
There's something missing.
It was meant to depart Fort Lauderdale to Hollywood Airport from gate F5 at 9:18, but was delayed by over 3 hours, eventually taking off at 1:16. Oh, once the all clear had been given. So that's when they actually took off from where is this? Yeah, Fort Lauderdale, Hollywood Airport. So it looked like it was on ground.
Yeah, but the ambiguity is that it's talking about it stemming from a dude tripping over a carry-on situation, but you get that shit locked down before you take off.
And
They've been delayed 3 hours. That shit should have been locked down, right? So why would that be futzed with in the middle of the flight? That's where the confusion is.
Yeah, I don't think it took off, right? So he was still trying to find a place to put his luggage on. Then he started, how did he call? Did he just use a cell phone? He just called?
Well, I left though also. That was the case and they were having an issue. Why the fuck would they take off?
I don't think they did.
Unless they took off because
They diverted the flight.
the plane started in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, and got diverted to Atlanta. They were in the air, so they had to land. They landed, and everybody had to have their head down, hands up. And then from that point, the police stormed the plane. All the while, people are climbing on the plane. Then they extract the gentleman, and then they get the other people to where they needed to go.
You know,
it was definitely mid-flight. I looked at this more up, something that came up earlier. It was definitely mid-flight.
May I speak as an Iranian in this room?
Hold on for a second, and they're also saying it's possibly security matter. So, yeah, it wasn't while they were grounded. So you're right, it was definitely mid-air panic as Southwest flight diverted to Atlanta due to security threat.
You're looking at the People article?
No, I'm looking at, I saw one that's on Daily Mail. Look at this, there's a few of them. Mid-air panic as Southwest flight diverted to Atlanta due to security threat amid Iran terror fears. What a title. It's clickbait. Possible security matter, they're saying. But it was definitely mid-air.
May I speak as an Iranian
Well, if we were not talking about it,
No.
then you would be in
Not right now,
or
please.
not. So, chill.
I have a radiant headache. We've been talking about it since 7 o'clock in the morning, I think.
Right. So these are different cases now. Right.
It would have to be, I would think, because one of them is talking about a carry-on situation, the other one's not giving a situation, just that there was a threat. So
this article that I'm trying to read has no date on it, and it looks like the one that looks correct is the Southwest Airlines flight, right?
And that's the one that I'm talking about, is the Southwest Airlines flight.
Yep.
Yeah.
Different flights. Yep. This one happened in the air.
Is it the leftist communist room or interfaith room as an Iranian?
Hold on for a second. Hold on. Okay, hold on. Tiandra. So do I say your name right? Am I saying it wrong? I feel like I'm mispronouncing your name.
Oh, Tiandria, but you can call me Kiki too.
Tiandria. Okay, so that's your name. Hold on for a second. Yeah, what you're saying, it's the Southwest mid-air. And they're not so... Look at this. So what's happening is there's so much mixed news, because one side of it is saying that there's a video from the same flight said that agents are responding to a bomb threat, and other end they're saying some sort of security. Yeah, we don't know. I think there's a lot of... Right here, 4 hours ago, no credible threat was found, no charge will be filed, and the person will not be identified?
Yeah.
Yeah, because remember originally I said he was speaking his native tongue?
Yeah.
And yeah, this...
What was his native tongue?
That I do not know.
Farsi? Yeah. If it was Iranian, it would be Persian or Farsi.
It's Farsi. Farsi language.
That's what I said.
Yeah, no, Persian is not the same. But it could be anything.
I
If people really know what it sounds like, it could be Persian, it could be Farsi, it could be Arabic.
No. That's what my point was. Is over 60% of the population speaks Farsi or Persian. Reports indicate the man was speaking a native language, which was misinterpreted as a threat. Other reports suggest he may have been setting a phone alarm for prayer. Jesus.
Wow. Persian is the language.
Touchy as hell, right?
It is. No. When you say Persian, there's 3 dialects. It's Farsi, Dari, and Tajik. And Farsi
No,
is
I know Farsi is how we describe it, but historically,
Persian and Farsi.
It was called Persian. Oh no, ancient times it was called Persian. Okay. That's all I'm saying. I'm not debating with you. All right, so we off with that. Next. Okay, moderator, who's saying we don't get points, flushing the toilet. That's right.
I'm down finding out how to make
Rich. There you go.
Bitcoin flushing. I mean, just imagine the terror of the people on board at the time that the plane is being diverted. You have to put your head down, hands up, so you're not being able to see what's going on in front of you.
Yeah.
And then police literally storm the plane.
Well,
this is
a little bit
crazy.
excessive. Like,
definitely profiling.
oh, what's the name? No, the name. No, you said the name Robert something or no? Is your name?
No, they didn't identify anybody.
Oh, okay, I think I know.
No, but it is messed up that these people got traumatized for nothing. Now there's like videos all online. Van, did you guys talk about this earlier? The Southwest plane that was diverted?
Yeah, briefly.
Trump's America, everything's normal. On MAGA.
Oh my God.
Hey, my friend told me he was moving to Thailand in May, and I'm like, get 2 rooms.
I'm not sure it's safe over there either.
Yeah, there's probably not too many places that are dear. And it's just the hottest targets might be the ones to avoid at the moment. It feels like we're getting ready to do a 3-step program over here. You know what that is, right? You bend over and grab your ankles and kiss your ass goodbye. But I hope not. It just seems like there's so many different fires going, and there's no way to know which ones are going to pop off in our yard. It's like, when is it going to come here? Or is it already here?
Well, the other day, for years, we know what I'm talking about. He made a claim that Poverty's son, who was supposed to be taking his position, was killed. That's not true. He is alive. He survived an assassination attempt, which is not correct facts. So how are everyone's gas prices? Yeah, because I've seen an increase already. Probably get a lot worse.
definitely went up for me, so I will need this fill up my tank before they go even higher.
The crazy part is, back in Toronto, the price went up here quite a bit as well. So, of course, it's going to have a global effect. That's not surprising.
I'm like, they jumped up a little bit more. Right now in my area, it is $3.69 a gallon for regular unleaded.